Okay, we're getting ready to go live. Okay, it looks like we're live. Let me get this set up in the wrong spot. Okay. Okay, Lisa, I invited you. I don't know if you're on here. We shall see. Like, share. I'm trying to get everybody on here. I'm going to tag her again to see if I can get my host on here. Yep, it says she's invited. Lisa, I invited you. I'm not sure where you are. I don't see you on here. Maybe she's not prepared yet. Good evening, everybody. While we wait to get Lisa on here as well, Travel Talk Tuesday. I tried to set me up a better little place. I've got a lot of boxes in my office from my mother-in-law's business, and it looks really cluttered. So I moved. There she is. Go live. Invite. Add. Addie. I am trying to get her. I see you waving, Lisa. I invited you. Get on. There you are. Do you see me?
I see you. I know it's a little dark in here.
It's really dark in here. I can barely see you. Hey, Jonathan. Hey, everybody that is tuning in. So are you ready? I don't even know what time it is. I think we're a little early tonight.
Yeah, you're early.
That's a good thing. I'm early. Not usually early.
I still have flour on my hands because I was frying pork chops.
Oh, you're cooking.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not cooking. I went to vote tonight, so I did not cook tonight.
Must be nice to not have to cook and to be retired and stay home all day.
Yeah, but yeah, it is nice. I'll just say that. Leave it alone.
That's what you should do.
I guess it is. That's what I should do. Okay, so I guess we can get started. I think we actually have 1 minute. You like my little spot? Where'd you go? Oh, you thought you were going to run away on me.
I'm trying to get a little bit of light going on.
Yeah, it is really dark. I moved my spot around over here. I kind of like this spot better. So I think I'm going to keep it. Okay. Hopefully my phone won't die because it's not plugged up. I'm kind of setting back a little bit farther, so I don't know how good it's going to broadcast. Hey, everybody. Welcome to Travel Talk Tuesday. Lisa's up there, but it's a little dark, so hopefully everybody can see. Hopefully my voice holds on a little bit better. I see light. Hey, Lisa. Very good. Yay, I can see you. Much better.
Hi, Lisa.
So, after a lot of scolding this week, I went and bought some medication. I am feeling a little better. not draining as much.
Fine.
Are you cold?
A little bit.
Do you have a jacket on?
No, I have a blanket.
Oh, alrighty then. Well, welcome everybody to Travel Talk Tuesday. My voice is still not really getting better. Not sure why. The draining is better.
Don't do what people tell you to do.
Excuse me? Be nice.
You're hard-headed.
I am hard-headed. I am a Taurus. I am very hard-headed. And it's probably a good thing that I'm hard-headed because I'm able to survive a lot more things being hard-headed. So there you go. So I'm going to say it again. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Travel Talk Tuesday. We have a lot of things to talk about tonight. I'm going to try to get better at sending in the flyers out earlier, but my schedule is really kind of all over the place, so I don't always think of things, ahead of time like I should. And I haven't really gotten any suggestions from anyone on any information that they're interested in hearing about. So, I've just been coming up with ideas, Lisa and I. So, definitely reach out to us if there's anything that you would like to hear about.
Hi, Teresa.
Hey, everyone. So that we can definitely give you information that you're looking for. So, if you looked at the flyer, tonight's destination is Hawaii. I love picking a destination because when we pick a destination and we research it, and everyone knows I love to research, I learned so much. And it's usually crazy stuff that I learn about these destinations. So our destination for this week that we chose was Hawaii. So I'm going to be gracious and I'm going to let you go first. Did you research or do you want me to go first?
Thank you. One thing that I learned about Hawaii, which I kind of already knew a little bit, but not as much so, is that it is what's called an archipelago, which is a chain of islands. But it's archipelago is kind of like a Pacific term. So it's a chain of islands in the Pacific Ocean, and it is volcanic. Please pardon me because I'm pausing because everybody decides they want to comment on my post and message me right now while I'm live.
Oh no.
So it's making me pause.
So one thing I love about you and I doing this was when we do completely different things. So I have never even heard that term. Now I knew it was a chain of islands, but I had never heard that term used. So I didn't get the last part because I guess you paused, so I missed it. You said something about. Did you say something about volcanic or something? I mean, I know there's a volcano.
There are volcanic islands. The majority of the Hawaiian islands are all volcanic islands, and some of them are even active, as we learned from earlier this year.
Oh, yeah.
When there was
They still got. People need to stop commenting, texting you.
There are volcanic islands, and what I really am interested in about Hawaii is that there's a black sand beach, and it just looks so cool, like so cool. And of course, the black sand is volcanic ash. So the reason that the sand is black on that beach is because of volcanic activity or whatever.
One of the things that I learned is that there's another island that is forming because of the volcanic stuff, and it's supposed to be well, merging within the next, that's one of the things that I learned. I don't even know if they have a name for it yet, but there's supposed to be another island. Um, Also, I learned that when they do the movie, when they make the movies for the moon movies or whatever, they always film them in Hawaii because they use the volcanic area for the movies.
Cool.
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
I thought that was really cool. Yeah.
I actually had a person today at work ask me for a Hawaiian cruise, and she wanted to cruise Carnival. And I told her that Carnival does have a Hawaiian cruise. Do you know how long it is?
I think there's more. There's several of them that you can do because you can do the islands. You leave from LA, right?
Mm-hmm. There's one that is 10 days, and there's one that is 15 days.
Oh wow! Then they say that it's
So
great.
far.
Yeah,
Hawaii is far from California.
yeah. That's one of my statistics I'm going to talk about too. But they say that that's a great way to visit Hawaii because Hawaii's not all inclusive. So if you're not interested, I mean, yeah, and there's not. I mean, there's a lot to do in Hawaii other than beaches. So, I mean, I wouldn't recommend it for everything, but they say a lot of people do the cruising over to Hawaii so that they can do excursions while they're there, and then they still have that all inclusive that a cruise line offers you. So I thought that was an interesting way to do it. And I haven't looked at pricing for it yet, but I thought about checking into that because it's really inexpensive to fly from Houston to LA. So we could fly from Houston to LA, do a Hawaiian cruise, get that all inclusive part, and see Hawaii too. So that's something I am going to look into. Yeah.
Another thing that I learned is that the most traveled times to Hawaii are July and December. Isn't that weird?
Why July and December? Because of the climate?
I don't know. I mean, I don't know. No, because they said that the weather is good between September and April, or that's not the rainy season, or is it the rainy season? But they have a really long hurricane season. Their hurricane season is like 4 months.
Oh wow!
It's from July to November.
That is a long time, and that's longer. That's longer than it is for us. So, something to think about. But we never really hear that much about hurricanes over there, except this year. I mean, there's been some on the Pacific coast this year. So,
the Pacific water is usually cooler, and it's not as warm as our water, like in the Gulf, which is what makes a hurricane stronger.
Right.
That's why they're so strong when they hit us, because our water is warm. So I don't think it's as warm as our water is, and I think that that's kind of why. And the Hawaiian Islands are a little bit more to the north than we are.
Well, that's true. I didn't check to see what the average temperature was in that area.
I didn't either.
Usually that's something that I do, but I didn't think about that because when I was doing my research, I came up with some crazy, I like to look for the crazy facts, and I came up with some very odd things. So I would end up focusing on that. So I wondered why when we did our first show, we talked about like the top 30 destinations. And I wondered why Hawaii wasn't on there because a lot of people, when they talk about their bucket list, a lot of people have Hawaii on their bucket list. So I wondered why it wasn't in that list of areas. So I did research and I found out that the reason that people don't travel to Hawaii as much is because it's expensive, because airfares are high, because of the fuel, because of how far it is from all areas. I mean, it says Hawaii has the most isolated population, isolated population area on Earth. It's
Yeah, it is. And the flights to Hawaii are crappy. They're
right.
long.
Yeah, I mean, it says that it's 2,390 miles from California, 3850
That's on the
from
cruise in 10 days.
yeah, 3850 from Japan, 4,900 miles from China, and 5,250 from the Philippines. So when you're coming from the other way, it's even farther than coming from this way. So if it takes that long to get from California, then it's even farther if you're like, from the East Coast and all of that. So that would explain,
Yeah, in the middle of the Pacific Ocean, just right.
yeah. So that would explain why it's not one of the more, because it's not real exotic, I guess, and it's not one of the more. I guess you really can't ever get really good deals because it's always going to take that long as far as fuel to get there. So, I mean, they say approximately 6 million tourists visit Hawaii every year. I mean, that's a lot, but it's not as much as I thought it would be. So I also they give you the weirdest things. So do you know that let me make sure I get this right. Because I thought this was crazy. This talks about my childhood. The people of Hawaii eat approximately 6 million cans of spam every year.
I did know that. I watched that movie, 51st Dates, and
Why?
on the movie, it's set in Hawaii, and they a lot of everything that they were serving was spam, spam, and spam, and spam, and spam.
That makes no sense to me. Spam.
I don't either. I don't know. I don't understand that. I don't understand why that either. But I do consider Hawaii an exotic place, But I think the hype has kind of wore down a little bit. Plus the fact that it's not all inclusive like the other places, and it's freaking far. It's
Yeah.
just far out there.
Yeah. I mean, I would have to agree with that. I mean, it made sense when I read about it, some of the things that it was saying. So I also read that no matter how long you've lived there, the only way to be considered a Hawaiian is to be ancestral from Hawaii, to have been your entire family from there. You can't just be born there. It has to be like a tradition. I mean, like a family heritage thing in order to be Hawaiian, not just to be born there. Because I could be born there and I would not be considered a Hawaiian, I would be considered a local. So I thought that was strange, but that's what they say. What other fun facts? They say the highest percentage population there, other than the Hawaiian descendants, would be Asian, 38% Asian, and the lowest population is Americans, 24%.
But they are Americans.
But they're not traditional Americans. I mean, is what they're saying. Even though it's a state, it wasn't at one time. So if you're not in the Hawaiian ancestry, you're not considered Hawaiian. You're only considered a local. So they have some weird laws too. Do you know that they've outlawed billboards there?
No.
It's against
That's pretty weird.
Against the law to have a billboard in Hawaii. Also, snakes are outlawed, it says.
Snakes?
Yes, they have to be in zoos, is what it said.
Okay, so there's no snakes on the island?
That's what the research that I found said. I mean, to me, that is a plus. Because I hate snakes.
In my backyard, is it going to go to jail?
Well, maybe it's going to go to zoo jail. I don't know. I mean, there's some weird. I mean, we find weird things out. That's for sure. So, did you know that Waikiki Beach is not an original beach?
No.
Waikiki Beach was a swamp until the 1920s. When sand was shipped in, they shipped in sand to create a beach at Waikiki. It used to be a swamp.
Wow. Yeah. Know what beach would not to go to.
Yeah. So, yeah, I thought that was crazy. Yeah. There's more.
It's crazy that it worked.
Well, yeah, because with it being in the middle of the Pacific Ocean, wouldn't it sink? Wouldn't you think? I mean, that's what I would think. But okay. So those are some of the main things that I learned. I also learned that Hawaii is the only U.S. state that grows coffee. I didn't know that. Coffee and vanilla beans is the only states that are grown is in Hawaii. So would they be expensive because it would be so expensive to ship them from there? Also, Hawaii. I mean, now we're getting this information off the internet as well. So, sometimes everything that we get, we can't guarantee is all. You can't read everything or believe everything you get off the internet, as I tell my husband. Life expectancy of people in Hawaii is higher than any other place. The life expectancy for men is the age of 75 and women the age of 80. So the average age is 81.3 life expectancy in Hawaii. So it's pretty good. So when you decide to retire, move to Hawaii so that you can live longer? Is that what that means?
Well, my dad's already beat that, so.
Well, yeah, but your dad is an exception because, he beat my mom and my dad. So, crazy.
My dad turned 89, guys. He turned 89 last Wednesday.
I remember it being posted on Facebook, so that's cool. Happy birthday, Dad. Yay. Shout out to Dad.
Yay, Dad.
Yep. So those are all the fun facts that I have. And it's saying that NASA was the one that funded, what is it? Oh, that's something about the volcanoes and walking on the moon. They only have 13 letters in their alphabet. How does that work? But I don't know that I've ever heard anybody completely speak in Hawaiian, so I'm not exactly really sure what it even sounds like.
Yeah, I've never heard anybody speak in Hawaiian either.
Because I think they pretty much speak English now since it's part of the United States. So those are our fun facts about Hawaii. I will go there someday. It is someplace that I would love to see once, but I haven't decided if I'm going to go cruise wise or just fly. I actually did a package for someone, a family member that lives in Montana wants to go there for a honeymoon. And so I did find an inexpensive package for them. So I'll have to look at the cruise and see which one. Theirs would probably be cheaper because it's not, I don't know how many days you can do their cruises, how short you can do one, with it taking so long to get there. Did the cruise you?
Shortest is 10 days.
Did you? Did it say how many days it took to get from California to Hawaii on ship?
I think 3.
So that 3 days there and 3 days back, and then I guess go to several different islands. So that's like 6 days just going from Hawaii to California.
I don't know how I feel about that.
Me neither. I mean, that's kind of a long stretch. I mean, I know there's a lot to do. There's a lot to do on a cruise ship, but I don't know how I feel about that.
It's something to think about.
Yeah, because going there, I think I could find plenty to do going there. But for 3 days, I think we pretty much do everything in 3 days, and then do your different stuff at each stop, and then 3 days coming back, you'd have to repeat. So
it would be a pretty fun packed ship with lots of onboard activity.
I'm sure it's probably only the larger ships that they would do that with, so that there's more to do, more activities.
I think it's the Panorama.
The new Carnival ship?
I think so. I'll look at it again because I have a person that does want that, but I think that's the one that I saw. I know it wasn't the Horizon. I know it wasn't that one.
Yeah, Horizon's the one that just came out. Isn't the Panorama the one they're still building? I don't remember the new ships. I'm not that versed in Carnival yet, as far as what all the ships are.
They're putting a lot of them at one time.
Yeah, well, there's a lot. I've been doing a lot with CLIA and stuff, and there's a lot of cruise lines that are ramping up their building of new ships. And from what I watched, the research I did, pretty much all of the cruise lines go to Hawaii. Even the luxury ones, like
for instance, it's 15 days.
But even like Regent and Azamar, some of them go to Hawaii too. Some of the luxury ones. So there were a lot of.
Norwegian has I don't know that Norwegian goes to Hawaii, but I know Norwegian has a Hawaiian cruise where you fly out there and they cruise around the islands, and I think it's 7 days.
I wondered how the luxury ones did it because I didn't think some of the luxury ones sailed from the States. So I wondered how they did it.
That's
So that,
no.
yeah, so that must be what they do. They must have a port in Hawaii and they just go around to the different islands you have to fly. That makes sense. You know, even though we're travel agents, we're still learning, about different destinations because, of course, we don't know everything. We always say that over and over again. We don't know everything.
We try, but I mean, there's a lot of new things going on that, new exciting things going on that these vendors are doing for their clients. So there's a lot.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
it's all at one time. It's like when one cruise line does something, then another cruise line definitely has to come behind it and do something bigger, and then another one and another one, and they're all doing things right now. They're all like almost all of them are either remodeling or building new ships. They're coming to new ports. They're going to new destinations. Their cruise lines are stepping their game up.
Oh, yeah. And, they're projecting cruising to increase even more than it already is. And I've heard that Disney is actually jumping in and building more ships as well. So a lot of the cruise lines are expecting more cruise business. It's really booming and expected to grow. So even more than it already is. So look, we could be looking for new adventures to come, and I'm all for trying new things as it happens. So that's our Hawaii destination of the week. So on the flyer, I put on there that there were some things going on. We were going to talk about new events, things that we're planning, things that are going on. So I guess speaking of Disney, you want to talk about Disney?
Yes. So the more that I learn about Disney, the more that I am falling so deep in love with Disney. I'm not able to. We had planned, Melissa and I, to do a ship inspection of the Disney Dream on December the 14th. I'm not able to do that. I did switch jobs, so I will need to do my probationary period, and it's right smack dab in the middle of it. So I wouldn't be able to do that.
See, aren't you glad I canceled? I saved you already. Ha ha.
Whatever. I canceled yesterday, but we will follow up with that. We will actually do that ship inspection probably next year around maybe April or May. We'll definitely do that. So be on the lookout for that. Disney is going to start selling out of New Orleans in 2020, and it'll, in addition to Disney selling out of Galveston in November, December, and January, I believe it will be April and May out of New Orleans. Is that?
I know they said that it was going to be in the spring, so yes, I think so.
Right. And that's a really good thing because, you don't have to go to Florida to get on Disney. And a lot of times people don't want to do the Disney cruises during the holidays, even though where they're cruising to during the November, December, and January, it's not going to be cold. It'll still be warm enough for, everybody to go out there and enjoy themselves. And I personally would like to be on the Disney ship during Christmas time. I would love to wake up on a ship on Christmas. That would be a Christmas present to me. So I definitely would want to see what that was all about. I like Mickey and Minnie and Donald and Goofy and everybody. So that's something I would like to do. We are actually trying to do Disney next year. Melissa and I were trying to get together and do Disney next year, maybe next December. And I thought we wanted to do Christmas, but I think I got ahead of everybody else. So yeah. I'm on board with whatever we do, with Disney cruises for, next year. I definitely want to do that.
Yeah, I was thinking about that, but my grandbabies are little right now, and so if I decide to do that, I got thinking about it, and I'm like, maybe I want to wait until the kids are a little bit older, where they can enjoy it a little bit better, and maybe that will be something that the grandkids can do. So, or maybe not. I mean, I haven't decided yet. I mean, we're doing a lot of different things next year, so I'm trying to kind of figure it out. I really need to get into my calendar and see, you know, what different. There's a lot of different things that's going to be going on this year, and I really kind of need to figure it out. So I'm not sure yet on how I want to do that. I do know I want to do something. Because I want to try every cruise line, but I haven't decided what I want to do. So we'll have to work on that and try to figure it out. I'm okay with doing something like that at Christmas when the kid, but I don't know, what the grandbabies think yet. So we'll see. We'll see. Okay.
Well, guys, stay tuned because
we are gonna do something Disney. We just haven't figured it out yet on what it's gonna be. So this week was an exciting week for us as far as awards and things happening. What did you get this week, Lisa?
I got my red jacket.
Yay! She got her ambassador jacket. Yay! Do you have it?
What did you get, Melissa?
I actually was unable to go to convention this year because of my son's accident, so I wasn't able to go and leave the state. But my upline on the other side of the business, on the building side, I actually got awarded a convention that I didn't know that I got until this week. And of course, I have it with me. Of course, I'm going to put it on I've got a nice little place on my shelf for it. So I received top builder for 2018 on our team. So yay!
Yay!
Stay tuned. We'll have more stuff coming as the time comes. So that's some things that happened this week. I put a picture on the flyer because we were talking about Disney, because my family actually went to Disney in October. And I wanted you guys to see my son. So if you look at the flyer, the rough-looking boy, younger gentleman, I'm not going to say boy because he would be upset if I said boy. The one that tries to look rough and tough is my 25-year-old son, Jacob. He went to Disney with me.
Handsome.
Yeah, he would love it to be said like that. He went to Disney to convention with me last year with IntelliTravel, but he actually got to stay at resort this year with my brother and his wife. And I know Lucretia was talking about a group she had that she was wanting information about the cabins. And that's where they stayed. It's called I can't remember what they're called. There's a lodge or something. I can't remember, but that's where they stayed. So I saw lots and lots and lots of pictures. They were really, really nice. Cabin-like feels to them. His stories were hilarious because they went to dinner. He's going to kill me for telling this story. But he had to call me and tell me. They went to one fancy dinner. Okay. Now, if anybody knows my family, we are not 4 and 5 star people. We're just not. We come from very humble background. They were not raised with caviar and all that kind of stuff. So the dinner that they went to was like a 5-course dinner. And one of the first courses they brought out was an appetizer, and it was like a sushi-like entree.
Like we had on the ship at like we had on.
Yes, exactly, just like that.
So nasty.
Yes. And his reaction was the same as mine, only he was more vocal because he thought they had brought him something that wasn't cooked. And so
well, at least he didn't put it in his mouth like I did.
He tried to send it back and tell him it wasn't done. So of course my brother and his wife thought it was hilarious. So they had to tell him that's the way it's supposed to be. And so he's like, oh, okay, well, I'm not eating that. So I thought that's kind of funny. Yeah. So that tells you about my family. We are not caviar and champagne people. So it was kind of funny. So he had to tell me all about that. So yeah. We won't be doing too many 5-star restaurants. So, I mean, the pictures are really nice. I was excited to see all this stuff. So, those are my go-to happenings for this week. I know we have announcements as well. So, what announcements do we have for the week?
Well, we are doing, I am doing IntelliTravel training in Dallas this weekend on Saturday from 11 to 3 at Spring Creek Barbecue on Preston Road in North Dallas. I'm doing Getting Started training. It's Getting Started or Restarted with Success. And I'm doing travel party training as well. And so the link's all over my page. If you guys are in the Dallas area and you want tickets, they're $3, and it's only for materials that we have to, that you guys need for the training. And it's going to be a really dynamic training. It's awesome. Any person who is actively working their business needs the training, and you'll get so much out of it. I'm very energetic. And I have a lot of information to give. So definitely, if you are in the Dallas area, you should definitely consider, doing the training. Also, I will be staying at the Aloft in Plano. So I am super excited to do a review about it. It looks gorgeous. So it's a Marriott property because Marriott acquired Starwood. So it's an SPG property, and it's the Aloft. It looks very upscale, looks very nice. So you guys know I love Marriott because I love Fantastic. So I am definitely going to. I just kicked something really, really hard.
Ouch. You're not supposed to do that.
It hurts. So I'm super excited to see what the property has to offer. I did get a regular room, and of course, I booked it through my travel agent site with Fantastic, but I'm going to not tell them that I'm reviewing the hotel and see exactly how I'm treated. So guys, stay tuned for that. So I'm super excited to go as a critic and see what it's all about.
Definitely go in, and sometimes I like to go in and let them know after you're there that you're an agent and see if things change on how you're treated when they find out you're an agent.
Exactly. I definitely plan to, to do my normal stuff. But they should know that I'm an agent because I booked Fantastic. So.
Right. They should, but we'll see if they pay attention.
Right. I'm super, super excited because I've never actually done that. I've never critiqued a hotel that I was at unless it was just horrible. So I'm super excited to do that with this hotel. And this hotel it's really, I looked at it and it's really nice. I'm super excited to stay there.
Bring your hotel form from IntelliTravel. You know, you can get a hotel review form online to actually do your review.
Yeah, I think I definitely am going to do that. What I was going to do was allow them to check me in and then come and ask for a form so that they would know.
That's good. That's good. And you could since you're staying more than one night, you could possibly be upgraded.
Well, I'm only going to stay one night.
Oh, one night now?
I'm going to come back home on Saturday, but in the evening.
Oh, okay. So,
I am going to only stay one night because my parents are attending the training.
Oh, okay.
So I don't have to go out to Egypt to visit them.
No, okay. That works.
Definitely. I'm super excited about that. I'm excited to see my dad. I'm excited to see my mom to give her this training. Major shout out to my ladies in Dallas. I have Carla, I have Sally, I have Angie, I have Brittany, I have Riche, and I have Miosha and Tamika out in the Dallas area. And I know Miosha and Riche can't come to the training because they both had plans, but the rest of the ladies should be there. And Shauna should be there too. So I'm super excited about my ladies coming to training, being able to see them and to be able to share some great ideas with them so that they can, get their business pushed off or restarted. I know I saw Angie, my camera lady. I know I saw her earlier this week booking up a Storm cruises.
Oh,
so
great.
I'm super excited to, touch bases with these ladies. And then we have some other people that or other business partners from other lines of business that are going to be there as well. And I'm super excited to see them as well. I know Phyllis signed up, and I know Director Will Rollins signed up. So I definitely hope to see them there. And I'm excited to get the information out.
That's great. I mean, the Getting Started training has got so much information in it, and you are very energetic. And so when they catch your energy doing the training, it definitely gets people re-energized to get into their businesses and start booking. So that's one great thing about ambassador training that we do is that you're able to help them get their businesses.
And I'm gonna have a monster.
Well. Oh Lord, you and your monsters.
So I'm gonna be super energetic, guys, and I'm already energetic, but when I'm talking about travel, I get super, super excited and super passionate. So it's gonna be amazing. It's gonna be a blast. I'm super, super, super excited. You guys know that I'm excited when I'm willing to take that 3.5-hour drive to Dallas, to deliver the information. I'm really excited to do that. And we'll be going to Dallas the following weekend as well for Super Saturday Dallas.
Yes. I will be here in Houston. I won't be going to Dallas. One of the reasons I'm not going, there ended up being something I found out after I'd already said I wasn't going to go. Everybody knows that I have a group cruise that is planned for November of next year for the veterans. My oldest son is a combat veteran, and I'm doing a fundraiser cruise for Camp Hope here in Houston, which is doing very well. I mean, I'm over halfway booked, but my husband builds a drag racing car, and he does a lot of racing at HMP Raceway here in Houston, off the North Mount Houston. and they are actually doing a fundraiser race Saturday at H&P. Yes. Yes. So if you're into drag racing, North Mount Houston, come out, watch the races, if weather permitting, of course. Hopefully it doesn't rain. I do believe it's Saturday the 10th. If everything works out like is planned, I will have a table. And anyone interested in booking the cruise for Camp Hope, come see me at the race, and we can get you set up on the cruise. I know we've got some people on the live feed here. Hi, Christine. I saw you watching. She is actually going on the cruise with us. So we have a wide range of people on this cruise ship. I haven't told my son yet, my 25-year-old son. I have a group of younger girls. There's 6 of them. 2 of them coming from Missouri that will be on the ship. And then I have an older group that we are all getting to know each other, and some of us know each other. Right now I have like 16 cabins booked for that group. So I'm excited. If you're interested in going on the Veterans Day cruise, reach out to me. I'll give you the information. And we can get you signed up. Those are all the announcements that I can think of. Anything else that you can think of? I think we're done early today. So what's been going on? We can just talk. I think that's everything that I have going on right now. I don't know.
I want to give a major shout out to Tiffany for joining us in business after, it's been a little while that we've been talking about it. And so I want to give a major shout out to her. She is our tax person.
Oh, yes, Miss Tiffany Grant.
Yes, she does a lot of stuff. She's done real estate. She's done, and she's adding travel to her mini list of talents. And she's like super, super, super excited to get started. And I'm super excited to get her started. I also want to give a major shout out to Miss Desiree. She joined us in Business very recently as well. And Miss Desiree has done travel before with another venture, and I don't remember the name. But I'm excited about what she has to offer with this business, and I'm excited about what this business has to offer her. So I'm super excited for both ladies, and I'm inspired by it because for a long time I haven't really just been welcoming that many new team members, and I'm glad that people are starting to decide to take that step. I'm always excited to help someone on their journey, but everybody's journey is different.
Oh,
everybody doesn't want the same thing, and I'm excited that this many different people are taking their journey, and I'm really, really ready to help everybody. I wish that everybody could be a part of this, and I know that not everybody will, but it's just that I think I want so much for other people more than they want it for themselves. So I get super excited when people do take that step, and I want to help them keep on taking more and more steps.
Oh, most definitely. I'm the same way. I get excited when people get to travel for the first time because, that's why I started everything. So I get excited about that too. But then when they come in and they watch us and they see, other people's successes, eventually, and a lot of times later on down the road, they'll ask questions and, are able to do that as well. I'm excited about Tiffany. She does my taxes. And I'm excited for her to actually see everything that's involved and maybe even, help us better on our taxes. So I'm excited about that as well.
about what we do last year when she did my taxes, because I've been doing this it'll be 3 years in December that I have been doing this. And at first, everybody knows that I'm a goofball, and a lot of times people don't take me that seriously as far as my business. And so I think she was just like, she's over there doing that thing with those other people. And then last year she made a comment. She was like, so you made. And I was like, yeah, you did see that, right?
I know. She told me the same thing last year, too. She's like, you did really well last year. And I'm like, yes, ma'am, I did.
Yeah, so she was like, I want a piece of that $8 trillion pie, too.
Yes, ma'am.
So I'm super excited. She gets to see the other side of that business, and I definitely get a piece of that pie. Another person that I'm super excited about that's like super unlikely, Charles attended the weekly meeting with me on Monday, yesterday. And
really?
He was really, really, yes, he was very intrigued. And we might be shouting him out very soon.
Wow, you didn't tell me that.
I didn't.
Impressed.
I didn't expect for it to happen. I came home from work, and we've had a lot of things happen this week. A lot of things on the personal front happened this week. So it's been a crazy week for us. So when I came home, I did not expect for him to attend the meeting, but I was going to do so. And at about 6:10, he was like, "Don't we have a meeting?"
What?
And I said, and so we went to the meeting, and he really did enjoy it. A major shout out to Sarisa. She did a great job, and Shannon Addison did a great job presenting the travel. And when you start adding up everything, it starts to make sense. And then when you spent the majority of your life working and working and working, and not really thinking that you were going to be able to leave a good retirement and leave something behind for your loved ones, and you see it in front of you, you absolutely want to jump on it.
I definitely want to go to the Monday night meetings. That one's really hard for me, even though it's closer than the other one. I have my granddaughter on Mondays, and so getting to that meeting is just the time. I can't get there when I've got her because she works late on Mondays. That's the later day. So hopefully one day I'll be able to make it to the Monday, but right now I just can't.
So. I'm so not used to having a Monday night meeting that last week I forgot. And I was laying here, literally, and at about 8 o'clock, I was like, I need to go to the meeting. And so I had already missed it by the time I remembered. So I was determined to go last night. And, I had told him about it, and he was like, he was ready to go. And we had a great time. It was great, very informative. And I'll tell you later the steps that he actually already took today.
Oh, okay, so. Great. I'm excited to find out.
It's a lot of exciting things that are happening, and I'm getting excited about everything and that we have going on in everybody, and I'm trying not to overwhelm myself, but it's like I want to do every single thing that I absolutely can to get the information out there to people, and once I get the information and decide to take that step, to get them started with success. So that when they get started, they'll know immediately how successful they can be. You and I, we like learned the hard way because
right. We did.
Idea of what we were doing, and so I definitely want for other people to have a little more information than we did. Not that I would trade it for the world, because the time that we spent learning everything was amazing. It was fun. We built bonds, and I would love for somebody else to share that, but maybe everybody else isn't as patient as us. And maybe,
everything happens. I just believe everything happens for a reason, and our journey was meant to be for that reason. Sometimes you have to go through things. I don't regret anything. So I'm excited about doing and I'm going to talk about it but we'll give you more information as we go. But I'm excited about our vision board party. I love, ever since I started this business, I've done one every year. I've either gone to someone else's or I've held one. This will be our second annual one. We did one last year. We're doing it again this year. I'm already gathering magazines and information. I'm already coming up with ideas of what I want. Um, I was so excited when I got my ambassador jacket because when I did my vision board this last year, it was the first thing that I put on my vision board was my ambassador jacket. And I'm looking at my vision board now. And so that's just huge to me. I keep it on a billboard right here on my wall, and I just love so that I can see it every day. So I'm excited about this year's vision board party. So it will be December 29th. It's a Saturday night. It's not New Year's, it's before New Year's Eve, so you don't have to give up your New Year's Eve party, but it's still on a Saturday night. I'm making my homemade German chocolate cake. So, yeah, I see that over there. So I may have to make a double one because it seems like there's going to be a large turnout. A lot of people are saying that they want to come. So definitely excited and looking forward to that. So that are just some.
Guess I'll make something. Guess I'll cook something. Maybe some insane.
Yeah, I don't know if we want to, do. I don't necessarily know we have to do like a meal, but like snack stuff, maybe casserole stuff, or stuff like that. Anybody that wants to, bring anything to snack on or whatever. So.
Definitely. I'm super, super excited about that as well because a lot of people are actually jumping on board with that. So I'm super excited. And our team has grown since last time we had the party, and it seems like everybody is saying they want in. And I'm excited. I'm excited to get us all together. And I'm excited that we're able to do this and actually call it like our annual vision board party. It's awesome.
I definitely agree with that. I'm really excited about that as well. So I just feel like 2019 has got a lot of possibility. We have a lot of ideas and we can do a lot of strategizing while we're here doing the vision board party and we're all together, and I'm just really, really excited about the coming year. So I think we've got, great things about to happen. So 2019 is our year. I just feel it. So.
Absolutely. And I will miss you this weekend, but I'm definitely bringing the energy.
Well, I know you will. You do a great job. We'll have to, talk about it. You have to let me know. Take lots of pictures.
Lily is going to assist me with that.
Oh, good. I always forget to do good pictures, but I get all caught up in what's going on, and then I forget to take pictures.
I think I might have another little surprise when I get back from that.
Really? Oh, I love. You have to do tell.
It's a surprise. So I'm working on it though. So another thing that I did last night is I did the Windjammer.
I did too. I did it today.
Yes.
I saw everybody doing their Windjammer training, so I did mine today. So I have my certificate too. Oh, yes. I took my picture. That was the other thing. Here's my Windjammer training. So anybody.
We need to get together so we can all go to St. Lucia together.
Yes. So we get a great perk when you complete your Windjammer training. So anybody interested in knowing about it, ask us. We actually get a little trip when you complete your Windjammer training. So if you're interested in finding out about St. Lucia.
Hit us up.
I'm excited.
And I hear that St. Lucia is gorgeous.
I know it looks beautiful, that's for sure.
It's all inclusive.
That's another good thing. And they have water sports and a spa. I was excited about that.
Yes, I'm very excited about that.
Alrighty, well, our time is up. Yeah, I knew we would talk. So everyone, thank you for tuning in. And we will be back next week. Again, I'm going to say, if there's anything you're interested in knowing information, send us messages, and we will definitely plan that. We are going to try to do some live stuff. Maybe we'll do some stuff more on it, and we'll do in-person stuff eventually. So we'll be talking about that. So stay tuned for next week. So see everybody on Tuesday. Everybody have a great week. Bye.